If you've been watching my channel, you probably know a bit about my backstory. We moved to North Idaho about 2 years ago from Southwest Washington. Although I was raised in Oregon and Washington, I had never stepped foot in North Idaho until we started thinking about moving here, which was shortly after my sister and her family had moved to this area. So I had never been to Coeur d'Alene or Sandpoint. I had never even heard of Silverwood until a couple of years ago. You just don't know what you don't know. So now that I'm here, I can't believe that this area was kept a secret so well for such a long time. I meet buyers from all over the country who are considering moving to North Idaho, or they come into town to look at houses, and we all agree this is one of the most beautiful places in the world. Other than the natural beauty, what is it that makes Coeur d'Alene so popular? In this video, I am going to go over 5 reasons people love Coeur d'Alene. And disclaimer, this is my personal opinion. So if you have your own opinion on the topic, you can let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. My name is Leslie Simpson. I am a realtor here in the Coeur d'Alene area. I am actually licensed in Idaho and Washington. So if you are thinking about buying in the Spokane area, I can still help you. I am selling homes in Coeur d'Alene, Hayden, Athol, Rathdrum. I go out to the Silver Valley, east of Coeur d'Alene. I go as far as Wallace. I'll go north to Sandpoint, east to Spokane, and then down south to Worley and maybe even St. Mary's if you are really nice to me. I make videos on this channel about what it's like living here in North Idaho and also the housing market, and I upload a new video 1 time a week. So if you like what you are seeing, go ahead and subscribe and turn the bell on for notifications so that you don't miss a video. Also, I am starting a newsletter. So if you want to get my North Idaho updates, send me an email with newsletter in the title and I will add you to the list. Last but not least, if you're thinking about making a move to North Idaho, don't be shy. I would love to connect about what you're looking for and set up a home search for you on my private website where your data is safe with me. Enough of all that, back to business. Why is Coeur d'Alene so popular? What is it that draws people to this area from all over the country? First has got to be the landscape. Coeur d'Alene is a beautiful place to live. We have mountains, we have lakes, we have rivers, we have the prairie, and I will tell you the sunset over the prairie is a sight to behold. When we first moved out here, we bought a new construction home on the Rathdrum Prairie, and while I did not living in this tight neighborhood and having like 9 houses stacked up around me behind me, I loved the sunsets. We were south facing and it was incredible. So if you are currently living somewhere less pretty, like a desert or a city, you don't know what you're missing. It is incredible to be able to walk along the Centennial Trail in Coeur d'Alene and take in those stunning lake and mountain views, or go for a hike and take in the huge trees and the forest greenery. It's just all at your doorstep. It's amazing and it's so good for your soul. Another reason Coeur d'Alene is so popular is the community. Coeur d'Alene is still a small town. In 2023, there were 56,000 people living in Coeur d'Alene. Post Falls has 44,000 in population. Hayden has 16,000 people, and only 10,000 people call Sandpoint home. So overall, the population of the Coeur d'Alene metro area is 183,000. For reference, Spokane, which is about 45 minutes away, and their metro area is 600,000 people. With that small town feel, we get to enjoy community events that bring people together in a way that feels different from a giant city. You're gonna bump into people you know everywhere you go. You know that feeling of anonymity that you get when you live in a big city. I remember I did an internship in London one summer when I was in college, and I never saw the same person twice. Like, no one knew me, there were no familiar faces. And so I remember feeling very anonymous. We don't have that here. When you are running to the grocery store with no makeup on, in your sweats to get that gallon of milk, you can bet your bottom dollar you are going to see a familiar face. This small town, tight-knit feeling of community is what a lot of people are missing in their larger hometowns. I am hearing from those moving to the area that they love how friendly people are here And they're so friendly because they know they're probably gonna see you again. They can't be that rude to you. They're gonna cross paths with you again. If you have a flat tire, someone is gonna help you. If you get stuck in the snow, someone is gonna help you. Bigger cities that have more crime, people are afraid of one another. I recently had a client here looking at houses from LA, and he was saying that in LA, if someone's like stopped on the side of the road needing help, you're never gonna stop to help them because it might be a trap. Like they might be trying to kidnap you or rob you. And I just cannot imagine living that way, always in fear of your neighbors. The people here are definitely nicer than in other areas I have lived. When I lived in Seattle, we fondly called it the Seattle Freeze. And that just meant that it was really, really hard to make friends and to break into the community. And it's just not like that here. Another reason Coeur d'Alene is so popular is the community values. We see a lot of movement to Idaho from freedom-minded individuals who are drawn to the conservative nature of this area. It's not a secret, this area is very conservative. This is a very red area. And while we see political signs across the whole spectrum, there are mostly Republican candidates running for every position, and the majority of people seem to embrace conservative values. People in North Idaho are pro-families and parental rights, pro-guns, anti-big government, and freedom-minded. And this is reflected in the landlord laws in North Idaho. As a realtor, I'm interested in this, obviously. The landlord laws here protect the property owner, not the tenant. You can also see these values in the popularity of homeschooling, which is very easy to do in Idaho with no reporting requirements to the state level. In other states to homeschool, you have to meet certain requirements in order to teach your own kids, and then you have to report to the state and meet state testing criteria. It's just not like that here. I mentioned that people in Idaho are pro-guns. I don't just mean as a way to protect yourself, but they love hunting here. Hunting season affects business schedules regularly, and it's totally normal for work to slow down during hunting season, or you cannot get contractors call you back because they're hunting. Also, Idaho is a constitutional carry state. Honestly, I see less people carry in Idaho than Washington, and that's probably because it's a lot safer here. Just a theory. Another reason Coeur d'Alene is so popular is just the amount of things that you can do in the outdoors, recreation-wise. There is a lot to do in all seasons here in North Idaho. I do not understand living in a place where it is the same temperature year-round or so hot in the summer that you can't even go outside. Our summers are heaven, with an average temperature in the mid-80s for July and August. It's not too scorching hot, it's perfect, it's beautiful. In the winter, we get a steady stream of snow with an average of 70 inches of snow per year. Winter or summer, you get to enjoy the outdoors. Popular summer activities are biking, and we have the Hiawatha Bike Trail, the Centennial Trail. There's many other biking options. In the summer, swimming or boating on one of our many lakes is very popular. I mean, we have Lake Coeur d'Alene, Hayden Lake, Pend Oreille, Twin Lakes, Hauser, Spirit Lake, or you can go further and go to Priest Lake. There are so many options. We have Silverwood, the massive theme park that draws people from all over the country and from Canada. My family, we have gotten the season pass since for the last couple of summers, since it is right in our backyard. If you like to hike, you're gonna love it here. There are trails galore with many areas to explore from the Silver Valley, which is east of Coeur d'Alene, north of Sandpoint. Then obviously there is hunting, which I can't talk about very much since I have zero expertise on that subject, but I do know a lot of people that are avid hunters in this area. During the winter, we have 5 resorts less than an hour-and-a-half drive from Coeur d'Alene. Snowshoeing, skiing, snowboarding, cross-country skiing. These are all activities that you can enjoy to your heart's content in the Coeur d'Alene area. No matter the season, you can enjoy the outdoors in North Idaho. My last point, or last reason why Coeur d'Alene is so popular, is that we have all 4 seasons. This ties in a lot with my last point about the outdoor recreation that we have here, but I'm just gonna hammer this one home. We get all 4 seasons here in North Idaho. We have warm summers. They're not very humid though, they're lovely. You don't feel like you're melting when you go outside. We have gorgeous falls with temperatures that are like cooling, but not yet too cold. and the leaves here turn spectacular orange, yellow, and red colors. Our winters are cold with plenty of snow, and then by the time the weather starts warming back up in April or May, you better believe we are ready for that sunshine, and you are motivated to like get out and enjoy the sun while we have it. I'd say that spring is like the iffiest season around here. It can really go either way. Sometimes winter just hangs out endlessly and then like boom, it's summer. And other years it's warming up by end of April and kids are like running through sprinklers before school even gets out. So there you have it. 5 reasons why I think that Coeur d'Alene is such a popular place to live. If this video has you convinced to consider Coeur d'Alene as your next home, I would love to connect. My contact information is in the description down below.